Hello, and welcome to the Alvina Krause Theater and to the digital stage. Now, last spring, we were planning a production of The Tempest for this fall here in the Alvina Krause Theater. But COVID-19, of course, had other plans. And so we did what all theater artists are trained to do. We quickly and creatively problem solved. We saw that this was an opportunity for invention. We created the screenplays as an opportunity for students to respond to this unusual moment in time through theater. Now, we gave them only the prompt that the characters should be motivated to communicate through screens. And from that prompt, the 6 playwrights selected for this festival responded with great theatricality and imagination. We then gave those playwrights an opportunity to collaborate with directors, designers, dramaturgs, and actors to learn more about their vision for the play and to revise as they saw fit. The Screenplays is now the premiere of those 6 plays, the first time they will be performed in a public venue. We hope that these plays continue to have life, and we're excited to see what the playwrights will bring in the days to come. And so now we invite you to lean in and to listen to the Screenplays.
Post-audition by Brian Bond. Characters: Cooper, 17, a senior in high school. Violet, 17, a senior in high school. Dante, otherwise known as D, 19, a senior in high school. Place: Zoom video chat from each of characters' homes. Time: early COVID-19 era, spring 2020.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge breaks to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. Oh, where civil blood makes civil hands.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life.
Okay, calm down, Cooper.
They'll be calling me Romeo soon enough, Violet. There you are, D. Finish the prologue.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, you probably didn't hear it. I'll rewind it for you. A pair of star-crossed lovers take their life. Oh. Take their life. Oh.
Oh, Cooper, I don't know the script like that, dude.
What? But we all learned the prologue in middle school.
I didn't.
I did, but I only remember that beginning phrase.
Some amateurs you two are.
Anyway, Cooper, D, how do you guys feel your auditions went earlier today?
Shakespeare ain't really my thing, but
I felt great. Shakespearean shows are so much fun to do. I feel like many kids our age nowadays don't appreciate them enough because it's hard language or odd acting motifs. I, for one, love doing Shakespeare. Once it was revealed we had to do one of his shows, I immediately jumped on Petruchio's monologue in The Taming of the Shrew. I absolutely enjoyed the monologue when he outwardly claims how he wants to woo. Actually, I'll just do it for you guys. Now, by the world, it is a lusty wench.
So, D, how did yours go, since Cooper won't tell us?
I was getting there.
Well, I didn't even know we needed a Shakespeare monologue until like an hour before my appointment. So I just looked up the only other Shakespeare play I know, Macbeth.
Oh.
Oh no.
Anyway, I found this monologue. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow.
Creeps in this petty pace from day to day.
Cooper. I felt pretty good about it though. How about you, Violet?
I felt it went pretty well. I tend to have audition anxiety.
Legit? But you've been in so many shows and have had so many great roles, plays and musicals alike.
I know. It's just a stigma I can't get rid of.
I couldn't imagine. So, what play did you do a monologue from, Violet?
A Midsummer Night's Dream. Helena's whole, oh, spite, oh, hell. Oh, I love how she totally pops off in that against the guys. It's awe-inspiring.
Interesting. So, what parts are you two going for?
Of course, Juliet would be nice. But I'll settle for anything.
I feel the same. Romeo would be sharp, but I don't have any preferences as long as I could be in the show.
Romeo. Now that would be interesting.
Why do you say that?
Just because, well, you as Romeo would be different, to say the least.
And why would that be so different?
Well, Dee, you simply wouldn't fit in the role of Romeo, to be blunt.
Whoa. What?
Dee, I think you would play a wonderful Romeo, as would you, Cooper.
Hold on. Cooper, let me get this straight. You think that...
Oh.
Did he just...
Seriously?
Oh, no.
But I think...
Oh, we can't.
Damn, Cooper, you're an ass.
Cooper, what the heck was that about?
What?
About Dee playing Romeo.
I'll be honest with you, but keep it between us. About Dante, I just can't see the part of Romeo being played by a black guy. Simple.
Oh.
It's not a racist thing. Not at all. You two have known me for what, 6 years now? Since middle school. I am not racist. I just can't see that happening for multiple reasons.
Cooper, do you know how many Shakespeare shows in the last 5 years alone have featured people of color in these roles? A lot is the answer. Othello and Much Ado About Nothing are just two examples that had performances with all black casts.
You're pretty educated on this topic.
As I should be, Cooper.
Right, but Violet, roles in Shakespeare should naturally favor that of white people. Like most Europeans when these plays were written. I have no problem with Dante as a person.
Really? Because you know he doesn't like being called Dante because of his dad.
I know. It's easier to refer to him that way. In the end, I just really hope I get the role. Honestly, I likely won't do the show unless I get Romeo. In times like these, I'd like to use my time wisely, especially because it's our senior year. Maybe I'd settle for Mercutio, but I feel like I was born to play Romeo, and tonight when the cast list is revealed, I'll finally live in that destiny.
We'll find out in a moment now. But that doesn't alleviate that what you were saying sounded racially discriminatory.
Discriminate?
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Good. So, Cooper, let's discuss that racist thing.
What racist thing?
Don't act stupid. I could only hear bits and pieces, but I heard enough. You really like to add fuel to a fire, huh? Straight up saying I shouldn't play Romeo because of the color of my skin? The hell is wrong with you?
Hey, that's not fully the reason that I...
Then what's the reason? You said you couldn't see the role of Romeo being played by a black guy. Did you not?
I did, but listen, Dante...
Don't call me Dante.
Okay, but listen, I've been watching shows and doing research for years, and historically, all Shakespeare leads are European, and so an African American would seem odd to me. It's nothing against you personally or anything like that.
What happens if I get the role?
Of Romeo?
No, Juliet. Yes, Romeo dipshit.
I'd be proud of you, but I wouldn't do the show, probably.
Oh. So I heard that right.
D. Cooper said he wouldn't do the show if he didn't
If
get
a black guy was cast as Romeo.
What? No! Calm down.
You telling me to calm down?
D, I've been friends with you since middle school. How could I be racist?
You really just said that.
It's true. Now listen.
boys.
Should I listen to a racist?
No. Yes. Just shut up. I said that I wouldn't do the show if I wasn't cast as Romeo. Me, not you, D.
He's telling the truth, D. I understand how it could have gotten misunderstood because of your wonky connection, but that's the truth. Cooper would never bail on a show because someone of a certain ethnicity got a role over him. He's not like that. But Cooper, your views are not cool.
Let's make this a bet.
A bet?
If I get the role, I'm going to out you to everyone for your racism.
D, I don't think that's necessary.
Well, then when I get the role, you apologize to me for being disrespectful with words that you clearly didn't even understand.
You both need to quit it.
You're going to back up a racist, Violet?
You're gonna back up a guy like this, Violet?
A guy like this? Hey, screw you, dog.
I wasn't referring to your skin, Jesus.
Guys, quit it. That's the email from the director.
Let's check that out. What?
I see.
This is not my day.
Due to current global circumstances, unfortunately, we will not be doing our annual play here at William Area High School. All of those who auditioned did wonderfully, but after a tumultuous meeting with school officials, our only option would be to go online, which would strip away the glorious atmosphere that Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet encompasses. Thank you all. We won't be doing a show. But I'm a little relieved.
Why? Because Cooper over here gets away with the shit he said?
Get over it. I'm not racist. You took some words I said and put them through some weird converter in your head.
Both of you, stop. Enough. You guys are not handling this appropriately. You just sound like bickering kids.
I don't see why you'd even want the cast list to come out, Dante. Not much pleasure for you to see me cast as Romeo and you as Servant.
Cooper! D.
People are messed up. God, there's supposed to be change in time, but some people are still out here stuck in slave time. What was the civil rights movement for if all this still going on? All these years later, and there's still tension because some of us got a darker skin tone. Violet, I don't know if the three of us can hang anymore. It's been fun, but I ain't doing this with him.
D. Whose misadventured, piteous overthrows do with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove.
The Proposition by Sebastian Legoso. The time is the year 2052, late afternoon, and the place is somewhere deep in the American South, the Shroud Bar and Grill.
Regular or experimental seating for you, hon?
Experimental, if it ain't too much trouble.
You're gonna be sitting solo or with company today?
Solo.
All right. Can I start you off with something to eat, or are you?
Martian malt is fine, thank you. I won't be staying long.
All righty. You sit tight, and I'll be right back with that for you.
Now, I know. You said you'd rather be sitting solo. But, well, couldn't help but appreciate your haste, young man. Mighty interesting, if you ask me.
Well, I wouldn't see why. Everyone around these parts tend to finish their business quick.
And yet, here you are, wasting time.
Listen, I don't know you, mister, and to be honest, I really don't think I wanna. So if you could please just leave me to my beer, and I'll be out of your hair soon enough.
Your beer ain't coming, boy, and you're on the clock. So I would suggest you listen to what I got to say before you walk out those doors and down whatever warpath you decide is just enough to placate the Lord.
Fine, but no bullshit, old man. I ain't got the time for old world tricks.
So, if my guessing's right, you're going to go and send someone to meet the Lord this evening, ain't you? Or, at least you got plans to.
And how do you figure that?
No man fingers the back waistline of his pants so fervently like you can do it. Lefty is checking to make sure his piece is still in play. Or, if he's checking to see if he shit his pants. But, you don't strike me as that type.
Hell of a guess, old man. That's a tally on your chart.
I don't know you was keeping score.
We ain't.
That belonged to your daddy?
Yeah. Long time ago now, though. Just me and Mama and Caroline. Never mind that. So what if it was my daddy's?
So what? Boy, it means everything. You even know how to shoot.
You want to find out?
How you gonna shoot a gun with no bullets?
What the fuck? Who are you?
You first. And don't forget the last name. Those are important.
Colton Shefferfield.
Nice to meet you. Liar. Want me to take your gun too? That's what I thought. Don't matter anyhow, I suppose. Folks around here call me Snake-Eyed John. You can too.
I'm Jeremiah Willard.
All right. That's more like it. Pleasure to meet you officially, Mr. Willard.
The pleasure's all yours. Fuck. What do you want from me?
Now see, you're asking the wrong questions, Jeremiah. It ain't about what I want from you. It's about what I can do for you. If you let me.
I don't think I understand.
Well then, allow me to clarify. You want this man, monster, dead for whatever reason. And all I'm offering is a guarantee of exactly that. No fuck-ups on your part. No tripping. No last-minute bitching out. No misfires or jams. No, shit. You get the idea. Now, I ain't one to poke, but, I assume it has something to do with whoever Caroline is.
Yeah. He hurt her real bad, and she ain't been right ever since.
I see. She's your sister.
She is. Now listen, I ain't done much right in this life, mister, but everything that I've done that's halfway decent has been for her and my mama. So yes, I need this man dead. Shit, I know it's wrong to admit, but I want it worse than anything I've ever wanted before.
Well, good. Conviction is half the battle, you know. Not many men have it in them to admit such desire. I'm almost proud of you. Hell, I know your daddy would be.
Did you know my daddy?
Now, Jeremiah, that is a story neither of us have proper time for. Especially considering we ain't gone and sealed our deal yet. Now, drink up, and I promise you, down the road, all will be made clear. Whether I can or not, it don't matter. I offer the truth, naked as the day.
There's got to be something I'm missing.
Such as?
You ain't told me what you want yet.
Like I said earlier, it's about what I can do for you.
I thought we wasn't gonna be lying to each other anymore, mister. After my man is dead and gone, what then?
I knew you were smarter than the average moron that came walking up in here. You still got 2 more to go.
Fine. You could have picked something smoother than shine, don't you think?
Don't you know it's rude to criticize a man's moonshine, especially when it's given as a gift?
That's fair. But you don't strike me the type to be easily offended.
No, I ain't. Which is why what I've hired you to do once your song is sung is of the utmost importance.
You want me to kill someone for you?
Nah, worse.
Worse than killing a man? There ain't much that's worse than that.
Oh, sure, that is. When you've been around as long as I have, you become familiar with a few of the, well, less than desirable price points of walking this earth.
Of which there are?
Let's just say, being slighted ain't nothing to being forgotten. Pushed to the wayside by years of bullshit advancement. But, it won't matter soon enough. You and I are going to sort everything out right quick.
Who are you? Really?
Someone the world shouldn't have forgotten. Now, drink up. We ain't got much time left.
I got 2 conditions before I go ahead and seal whatever kind of fucking deal you're peddling.
What?
Well, 1, I want my bullets back. Now. And 2, when all of this is said and done, whatever it may be, you stay away from my mama and sister. You hear? None of this suave, polished bullshit. They get to go on their merry way, none the wiser about you and I.
Well, you got yourself a deal, Mr. Willard.
Promise me?
Oh, I promise.
All right. What's next?
Well, for starters, there's no truck parked around back. Ditch whatever the hell you came in to take that. I'll meet you where you're headed. Got some business to settle with old stiff-legged Susie before I head out.
And then?
And then we go out and remind the world that it's best to keep those old campfire tales close at heart. 'Cause, boy, let me tell you, they ain't going nowhere.
The Right Solution by Alexis Musey. Characters. Allie Wright, 22, a frustrated, outspoken, and stubborn young girl. Dr. Kristen Marquez, late 30s, Allie's calm and wise therapist who cares deeply about her patients. Time and place. A Zoom call somewhere in New York, an afternoon in May, the present.
Allie Wright has entered the waiting room. Okay, Marquez, you can do this. It's just another session with Allie. Don't let anything she says affect you. If she hits a nerve, don't let it show. You can do this.
Oh, sorry for the wait, Doc. Oh, my Wi-Fi has been acting crazy since that storm from the other night. Oh, 1 minute you're in, the next it kicks you out. Oh, I've been on the phone with tech support, and let me tell you, those guys are not your friends when you're in a hurry.
That's okay, Allie. You're here now. That's all that matters. We'll try to get in as much of today's session as we can. Okay? So what would you like to talk about today?
Well, I've made some more progress in talking to people. I went to McDonald's the other day, and I was able to make eye contact with the cashier for 10 whole seconds while he took my order. And I didn't mumble once.
Well, that's great. Was it the breathing exercises that helped?
Yep. I did them while sitting in the parking lot. After that, I walked into that McDonald's like I owned the place. Anxiety's got nothing on me now.
Well, we'll see about that. Remember, anxiety is not something that goes away in a day. It's a lifelong battle that you have to ease your way through so you can make it easier for yourself.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. What else? My friend asked me to go to this party with her on Friday, but I had already been through the ringer at work, so I did not want to go out again. So I told her no, and I didn't even feel guilty about it.
Excellent work practicing assertiveness. I'm glad to see that you're taking our talk seriously.
Yeah, I really did. Thanks again for that.
Hey, it's what I do.
Yeah. I think that's it. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to talk about.
You sure?
Yeah. We covered all the grounds. No more problems. I'm just on the straight path to success.
Allie.
Nothing can stop me now. I'm impenetrable. Any problem that wants to come my way can take a hike because I won't let them in.
Allie.
Anyway, sorry for the delay before, Doc. I always look forward to the talks. So, same time next week, right?
Allie, what are you hiding from me?
All right. Fine. You caught me. My dad is coming home from Hawaii today.
Come again?
He's coming home from Hawaii with the other woman.
So it's official now.
Oh, uh-huh. They're flying into JFK as we speak. Ted asked me to pick them up in an hour. Not like I had a choice or anything. He didn't even think to ask if I was busy. Okay, I wasn't. But the thought would have been nice.
So you're annoyed with your parents because they want you to pick them up from the airport and it's going to interfere with your schedule?
Well, yeah. Okay. That might not be entirely true, but it is an inconvenience. I mean, traffic at this hour is a nightmare.
I understand. I've been an airport chauffeur for my family now and then, and just hearing them go on and on about their fabulous place that they've been to really lets the FOMO settle in.
Right? Oh, see? You get it. And it's not like it's a friend's party you can say no to and not feel bad about. It's your parents asking you. Well, parent. Catherine's not my parent.
Ah, so now we're getting somewhere.
What's that, Doc?
This is about your stepmother.
I'm not calling her that. She's not getting anything close to the M word. You have to earn that word. Did she carry me for 9 months, then push me into the world? No. Has she taken me to school and given me tissues when I had a broken heart or sat me down for the talk? Nope. So she isn't my mom. She's just a woman married to my dad.
Don't you think Catherine wants to make the effort to earn the M word? By saying yes to your dad's proposals, she knew that you would be a part of her life just as much as he is. I don't think she's trying to weasel herself in or take your money or anything like that. You're a member of her family now, and she'll probably want to spend time with you when she gets home.
Well, she certainly hasn't made an effort before. And how could I? I haven't even met the woman.
Exactly. This is your first time truly interacting with her. Maybe you should sit down with her when she gets home. You know, just the two of you have a one-on-one stepmother to stepdaughter.
We're talking through Zoom right now, aren't we? I'm sure she knows how to use it too. Why couldn't she have tried to talk to me that way?
Allie, you're avoiding what I'm trying to say.
And I have my phone. She could have called me. My dad could have easily given her my number. Ugh. My dad. This is all his fault, anyways. I'm sitting in my dorm up in Rochester last year, just trying to last a day without frostbite, while my dad is out trying to figure out which gemstone is going to look the nicest on Catherine's finger. Oh, sorry you can't come to the wedding, Allie. The only day the venue had open was during your finals week. Ugh. He never once asked me what I thought about the whole thing.
Why is that?
You're asking if I know?
Mm-hmm. Why do you think he didn't try to talk to you about it?
Because he's an ass.
Try and think deeper, Allie. Are you really sure he never talked to you about your stepmother or asked your opinion about her?
No! I know that he didn't. He was very clear about meeting this woman at the beach one day, then spending the day with her. Then it turned into date night being every Friday, and every single phone call we had up at school being about her. Oh, Kathy told me the funniest joke the other night. Did you know that Kathy was in her college's orchestra? Kathy thought that picture you sent me of the chicken strip shaped like Argentina was so funny. Ugh. Meanwhile, I can barely get a word in about my sculpture being accepted for my school's art gallery. He won't even let me try.
So you're feeling left out of this new family dynamic.
I didn't say that. I said I don't like it when my dad talks about Catherine.
You didn't have to, really. I could tell. It's natural to feel jealous of a new family member being added into the unit, especially when you feel that it was without your consent. You feel threatened. You've been so used to the status quo that even a minor difference is going to make you feel like it's the end of the world.
Are you speaking from experience, Doc?
No, not exactly, no.
So you don't get it like I do. Ugh, you're making me sound like I'm being dramatic. It's not that I feel threatened. I just don't like how Kathy has to be a part of everything we do now.
Maybe you should think a little deeper about your words there, Allie.
Look, you're giving me a lot of words today, Doc. Oh, I thought this was going to be quick and easy. Just tell me how to make it seem like I like Catherine when I pick her up today.
I don't see that happening effectively with your current mental state. Your irritation is going to come through no matter what. There isn't a solution I can give you that's today. This is a problem. This is a problem that's going to take a while to resolve.
Oh. Now you're just holding out on me. Doc, come on, we're pals. You usually solve my issues like it's no big deal. I'm sure you can give me something to work with today. Then next week I can tell you if it worked out or not. What do you say? Help a girl out?
All right. Look, how about I tell you a story? You've always wanted to hear about my personal life during these sessions. Well, today's the day that you get your wish.
Well, if it helps me find an answer to my problem, I mean, I say go for it.
Once upon a time, I was just like you. I had a dad with a big laugh and a mom with a big heart. We lived together under one roof, and everybody thought we were picture perfect. And for a long time, I did too. But that idea gets destroyed in everyone's life at some point. Mine was when I learned that Dad, that there were a lot of things bigger about his voice than his laugh. And I tried to ignore it for a while. I mean, that's what they always tell you, right? If you ignore the words, it'll go away. It didn't. Well, it eventually did, followed by a slam of the front door. And for years, I wondered, what went wrong? Why did he leave us? Why did he leave me? What did I do that was so wrong that he didn't want to live with me anymore? And I questioned that for years. I still do sometimes. So when I was about your age, I looked him up online. I found an email and a telephone number, and I hit them both up. And you know what I got? Nothing. Not even a, hey, thanks for checking in. And not a, hey, kid. Nothing. And that's when I cut the ties with him for good. If he didn't want me, I didn't want him either. And so I never tried reaching out again. And that's where I am with my dad.
Why are you telling me this, Doc?
I'm telling you this because I know how you feel. I know the anger towards the ones you're supposed to care about, the confusion of not knowing where you stand with them, the constant questioning why. It's terrifying, and the only way you can react to it is to be mad about it. Ellie, I have been in your shoes. In different circumstances, mind you, but I've walked in them not that long ago. And I care about you, and I simply don't want you to end up in the same place where with your dad that I am with mine, where we won't even write Christmas cards to each other. Where
my dad? Who said this was about my dad?
This is not about your dad.
Not really. This is about my new living situation that life has decided it wants me to be a part of. Ugh. Look, just tell me how to talk to my parents as if I really care about this whole situation. I just need something that'll get me through today. I don't care what happens afterwards. I just need some filler conversation so that we won't have to talk about it ever again.
Allie, the more you ignore the situation, the worse it's going to get. We need to solve this today so it doesn't get to that point.
I feel like we've already hit the point of no return. I'm a hopeless cause. I just need something that'll make me coast, you know?
You're not a hopeless cause. No one is, but I'm trying to help you so you don't become a hopeless cause. Everyone has a chance to be redeemed. I'm not denying you that.
But I'm not the one who needs to be redeemed. I don't need to hear about apologizing or trying again. You got the wrong person, Doc. If anyone should be in this chair right now, it's my dad. What's he ever done for me? Huh? He doesn't want to hear about my feelings. He doesn't want to do anything with me when I come home from school. He just hangs out by himself or with his own friends and leaves me out of the loop. He even went out and got some other girl he could hang around with. He hasn't made an effort with me at all. He never has. I accepted that a long time ago. And now he's made it very clear that he never wants to. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I don't need him. I am fine with just being a colleague in his mind rather than his own freaking daughter. So tell me, Doc, why are you putting all of the blame on me? Why am I the one who has to be the bigger person and fix things in our non-existent relationship?
Because you're at fault as well. Look, Allie, I hear you. I do. And I'm not putting all the blame on you. There are two sides of this story. But right now, I want to focus on yours. So let me ask you this. What have you done for your dad that would make him want to seek out your forgiveness?
Well, I listen to him when he tells me to do something. Except when I don't. And I'm there when he asks me to be there. But I can't always be, so I have to tell him no. Sometimes. A lot of the time, actually. And I don't always want to hear what he has to say, so I'll just tune him out. And oh.
There it is. You're as guilty of the things that you're upset with him about.
Oh, Tim! I'm the worst daughter. Aren't I?
No, not the worst. You're allowed to make mistakes. We all are. It's how we respond to them that determines who we are.
So, how can I fix this? Can I fix this before he gets home?
Unfortunately, no. It sounds to me like you two have been feeling this way for a while. These are feelings and actions you've been cultivating for a long time, and so it will be hard to break out of these habits, immediately. But I do have a solution.
Yeah?
If you can try and find some time to talk to your dad about this, how you're feeling, asking questions, telling the truth, maybe you can find out his side of the story too.
What if it doesn't work? What if we're right back where we started?
Try again. Keep trying until you're where you both want to be. Even try asking him to spend some time together. When was the last time that you all did that?
Hell if I know.
Exactly. And by doing that, you might rekindle a little of that spark you were looking for.
Yeah. All right. I'll do that.
Great. Oh, and it looks like we're just about out of time. Remember this talk, Allie. I really want you to make an effort, and please don't make your dad do all the work.
I won't. Thanks, Doc.
Anytime. Oh, and Allie, go easy on Catherine. It's not her you're mad at.
Yeah, I'm not. Thanks again.
See you next week. All right. You did it, Marquez. Way to go. Hi. You're not a loser. Harry Winslow's next, huh? My job is never done. Hey, Harry. How are you today?